My name is Brendan McCarthy, and I work at the Red Rock Cafe in Mountain View, and I am an active member of Narcotics Anonymous. I work at the 12-step program. And the first time I actually chose to smoke weed was like probably 6th grade. First time I used a hard drug was 14. And I wouldn't say I blew it at that point, but that's definitely when my addictive personality really started taking, I was becoming a teenager. I'd say somewhere in that time is when my brain kind of clicked and said, I don't have to do what other people tell me to do. I get to choose what I do. And so for some reason I chose to buy hella weed, smoke weed with my friends. I really got a sense of superiority, of mental control and superiority when doing it. Then it became more damaging and socially unacceptable, and that's when it really started going downhill. Yeah, people get hurt, you get stabbed, bad stuff starts happening. That's when the stories get worse. First off, I gotta say that there's no real day or night for a meth addict, because it is one long day. Every couple of days, if I realized that I was hungry, I would, like at the very bottom, at my lowest point, I had no money. I was stealing things and trading them for dope. And I remember doing that, like I ate raw steak at a park, because I knew I was hungry, I had no way to cook it, and it tasted great. I was totally okay with eating raw meat because I had, I guess, that filter, that parameter in my brain, that said that you need to cook this or you might get sick. That's gone. So at the very bottom of my addiction, I was in a stolen vehicle. I woke up, I got a 1/4 pound of dope. I smoked probably a little bit over an 8-ball. I sat back in my car, I started smoking some more, I heard sirens in the background. I didn't realize what was going on, no clue. I looked up my rearview mirror and there were 4 cop cars behind me and 2 sets of SWAT agents on each side of my vehicle surrounding me, pulled me out of the vehicle, and that was the last day I did dope. It's hard because I want to fight. I want to fight and fight and fight until everything is the way I want it. But my best efforts and best devices ended me in San Quentin. But during that time where I was in jail, I was involved in a treatment program. And I had been to treatment programs before, but only as a result of them being pushed on me by the government and or other people. It had never been my choice. And that's something that I really need to push as a point, is that you cannot tell someone to get clean. You cannot force a true addict to get clean. There's no way you can do it. They have to make that choice for themselves. The desire has to come from within to change. And so that moment of clarity, as some people call it, was given to me by the grace of God, is all I can really say. I surrendered to the fact that I, for some reason, have a very, very advanced form of this disease called addiction, and that I will do whatever it takes to get high once I have started that cycle. Thankfully, I had people who were still willing to take a chance on me, and though I had burned almost every bridge in my life, I still had people in my life, including my mother, and a couple of friends who had actually gotten clean before me, who were doing a lot of dirt with me in the past, they had gotten clean. And so when I got out of prison, I was able to link up with them and follow their path directly. Every step they took, I took as well, because they had gotten clean. They really had done it. And I followed those people, and I essentially held on to their pockets for 2 years. Right when I got out, and got linked up with Narcotics Anonymous and a sponsor and worked the steps. And some people believe in this and some people don't. But for this addict, it worked. So that's an ongoing process. By taking the necessary steps on a daily basis, I have been able to remain clean for over 5.5 years. Sometimes it does try to get at me with, you can have just one, you can have a beer, you know what I mean? And maybe I could. Maybe I could have a beer. And the rest of my life I could go and be normal. But the consequences, if I'm wrong, are so severe for me that I don't care. There's an easier, softer way. If you're ready to get clean, there is a way to get clean and to stay free of that stuff. If you're ready. If you want to keep getting loaded because you're having fun or for whatever reasons, by all means keep getting loaded, and I hope you survive. Some people don't. I know people who haven't, and it's painful. But if you're ready, there's a way out.